Hello everyone, I am Raunak Bhattacharyya and our topic is international finance. In our last session, I discussed what is finance, what is international finance, what are the scopes of finance, what are the prospects of finance. Then we just focus on the topic of spot market quotations. So in spot market quotation, we cover the retail market quotation, the wholesale market quotations, direct quotations, indirect quotations, bid rate, ask rate, bid ask spread percentage, and some important currencies with their respective ISO codes. And at last, we discussed one-way quote and two-way quote. So basically, our last session is a blended mode of theoretical portions and practical portions. But in our today's session, in this session, we basically focused on the numerical problems. So the first topic of discussion or problem is the conversion from direct quote to indirect quote and vice versa. So this is a very interesting subject. This is international finance. So how we calculate the conversion from direct quote to indirect quote and from indirect quote to direct quote. Let's see. Let direct quote of USD in India, direct quote of USD in India. What is the direct quote of USD in India? That means USD by INR, because this is direct quote. No, this is wrong. The direct quote means when the direct quote of USD, when the direct quote of USD in India, that means INR in the positions of numerator. The country's currency, the country's home currency must be in the positions of numerator, that is INR. And the direct quote of USD is the base currency of denominator. It is USD. So INR by USD equal to 70/72. That means 70 is bid rate and 72 is ask rate. So the corresponding indirect quote, the corresponding indirect quote of this quote, how we calculate? The indirect quote of INR and USD means the indirect quote of this, that means just reciprocal, USD by INR. So USD by INR means easily, the very nutshell idea, in a very casually, we just say 1 by 70 and 1 by 72. But this is wrong. How we check this is wrong? How? Because you all are human being. Man-made mistake. So by easily. So this is INR by USD and then 1 by INR by USD. That means USD by INR. So instead of 70, 1 by 70, and instead of 72, 1 by 72. But how we check this is right or wrong? Just try to remember, in our last session, I say the bid rate always less than ask rate. And here 1 by 70 is greater than 1 by 72. So it not possible. So the rate, the ask rate in direct quote should be 1 by bid rate, and the position of ask rate in indirect quote, the 1 by bid rate. So the position of bid in indirect quote is just 1 by the ask rate of direct quote, and the positions of ask in indirect quote means the value of bid 1 by bid of direct quote. So another example. Suppose GBP by USD. Suppose, just say an example, GBP by USD 75.78. So it is a direct quote or indirect quote. How we define? In numerator GBP, that is Great Britain pound. So this quote is direct quote in London. This quote is direct quote in the market of London. So if we just try to convert this direct quote to indirect quote, that means USD by GBP, and then 1 by 1 by. One by 78 and 1 by 75. This is the value of indirect quote of this particular direct quote. So this is the conversion. Now just solve a problem. It's a numerical figure, that is an US citizen. An US citizen is planning to visit 3 countries. A US citizen is planning to visit 3 countries. One is Turkey, second one is India. Okay, the example of 2 countries. This is 2. A US citizen is planning to visit in 2 countries. One is Turkey and another one is India. But his budget is 5,000 USD. His budget is 5,000 USD. And before starts his planning, he just tried to set which trip he can afford as per his budget. So the cost of Turkey 60,000 TRY. TRY means Turkish lira. And the cost of India 3,50,000 INR. 3,50,000 INR. So this is the trip cost. So this is our task कि which trip he can afford, and for this two exchange rates given. One is INR by USD, and another one is TRY by USD. The INR by USD rate 75.8 -75.9, and this rate is 8.2 -8.4. Just at first try to understand कि these two rates is a direct quote or indirect quote. This is our first task, to identify the nature of the quote. This is direct quote or indirect quote. How we say this is direct or indirect? On the basis of this word, US citizen. US citizen means the person carry US dollar. That means he want to purchase either INR by sacrificing USD or Turkish lira by sacrificing USD, because he holds the currency of US dollar, because he is a US citizen. But this rate says 1 USD equal to 75.8 INR and 75.9 INR. That means it is a direct quote, not for the USD, for the INR. As per this quote, 1 unit USD price 75.8 INR and 1 unit USD price 75.9 INR. If a person, as per this quote, if a person sacrifice 75.8 Indian rupee, or he pay 75.8 Indian rupee, the seller just gives him 1 USD. Suppose. But actually, when he want to purchase, 75.9 rate will be applicable. But in our problem, US citizen means the person holds the US dollar. And this is not the direct quote of USD. So at first, we just convert this indirect quote to direct quote. Then we start our particular problem. So the rate. The first rate is INR by USD. INR by USD. The rate is given 75.8 and 75.9. So at first, just calculate USD by INR. So USD by INR means in the position of bid 1 by ask 75.9, and in the position of ask 1 by bid 75.8. And just like this, the another rate TRY by USD equal to 8.2 and 8.4. So the indirect code, this is the indirect code. The direct code is USD by TRY. 1 by 8.4 and 1 by 8.2. Now just calculate. 1 by 75.9, 0.013175 and 1 by 75.8, 0.0131926, 31926. Here the after point 1 2 3 4 5 6 digit, 1 2 3 4 5 6 digit. So this 6 is not required. Instead of 6, just write this 2 as 3. So similarity is required. Okay, after the point 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 digit, so here must 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 digit. And this figure 1 by 8.4, 0.1190 and 1 by 8.2, 0.1219. So this is 1190 and 1219. So check the rate. So the ask rate is greater than the bid. So 193 is greater than 175 and 219 is greater than 190. So up to this point we are correct. Clear? Now come to the second part. The second part means the trip cost. The trip cost for India, 3,50,000 INR. 3,50,000 INR. But he holds the maximum budget, the particular person maximum budgets 5,000 USD. The budget of the particular US citizen 5,000 USD. So the value of 5,000 USD in terms of INR. This is our task, to calculate the value of 5,000 USD in INR. So basically the US citizen wants to sell the US dollar. Wants to sell the US dollar. Wants to sell the US dollar. That means the US citizen indirectly wants to purchase INR. So in this, if we consider this rate, the bid price 1 INR equal to 0.013175 USD and 1 INR 0.013193 USD. So this is bid and this is ask. but this too rate for the seller. So when seller buy INR, then bid rate will applicable. When seller sell INR, then ask rate will applicable. So here, when a US citizen wants to buy INR, at that time indirectly the seller sells the INR, because the buyer wants to buy the INR, and that time the seller will sell the INR. So the ask rate will applicable. The ask rate will applicable. So just calculate. So 5,000 USD equal to 5,000 divided by 0.013193 INR. So that comes 378,988 INR. So by sacrificing 5,000 US dollar, the US citizen will get 3,78,988. 3,78,988 INR. So he can easily afford. To the India trip, because the trip cost 3,50,000. And in his hand, if he wants to buy INR by sacrificing 5,000 US dollar, 3,78,988. So in the other hand, tier. So that means the ask rate will be applicable. The ask rate will applicable because the US citizen wants to buy the TRY, Turkish lira, and if he wants to buy the TRY, the seller sell the TRY, then ask rate will be applicable. So just calculate 5,000 USD equal to 5,000 divided by 0.1219 TRY. So by sacrifice 5,000 US dollar, so 5,000 divided by 0.1219. Let's do it. $41,017 TRY. So if he sacrifice 5,000 USDs, he will get 41,017 Turkish lira. But what will be the trip cost of Turkey? The trip cost of Turkey is 60,000 TRY as per our problem. So that's why he can't afford to Turkey, and our answer in this problem, the US citizen can afford the trip to India. This is our sum, and this is very interesting. Is it clear to all? Hopefully it clear. Then come to the another problem. This is a holiday trip. The same problem. An Indian citizen plans to visit any one of the following countries, maybe Singapore, trip cost in terms of Singapore dollar is given, Dubai in terms of United Arab Emirates, AED, Arab Emirates Dirham, the trip cost is given, Thailand, Baht, the currency of Thailand, BHT, Baht, the trip cost is given, and the given exchange rate also given. So we just calculate in this way which country will afford for our upcoming holiday trip. So just an example, SDG, the cost for Singapore 9275, the cost for Dubai 10,000, the cost for Thailand 40,000, but the citizen is Indian citizen. Indian citizen plan to visit. The exchange rate given, INR by SGD, INR by AED, but the last one is Baht by INR. 38.456, the two-way quote 92, next quote 20.5595, and the last one 0.464 by 98. This is the exchange rate, and the budget for any of the foreign trip INR 1 lakh. So for the Indian person, the budget 1 lakh. So we have to compute the affordability, the purchasing power, these three, allowing these three exchange rates, but the budget constraint 1 lakh INR. So just see in this sum two rates in direct quote, because the citizen is Indian, the market in India, and the quote currency INR. So these two rates, these two quotation in direct quote, and the third one indirect quote. As per this quote, one SDG value, one SDG buy rate, this, and one SDG sales rate, this. So when the Indian citizen wants to buy some Singapore dollar by sacrificing the Indian rupee, because he holds Indian rupee in his pocket. So at that time, the seller of this currency sell the Singapore dollar. So ask rate will applicable. Ask rate will applicable. So 1 lakh divided by 38.492, that comes 2597.94 SGT. So the value of 1 lakh Indian rupee 2597 Singapore dollar. What the Singapore trip cost? What is the Singapore trip cost? The Singapore trip cost is 9,275. So he can't afford. So the trip is rejected. The plan for the trip is rejected. Next, very poor Indian citizen. We are very poor. Next, go for Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The currency of United Arab Emirates dirham 80. So ask rate will applicable. Fine. 1 lakh divided by 20.95. 20.95. That is 4773. Fine. But the trip cost 10,000 dirham. And by sacrificing 1 lakh Indian rupee, I just received, the Indian citizen just received 4773 dirham. So the Dubai trip also rejected. So the last option is Thailand. Just say my land. Yes. But the rate is not in direct way. This is an indirect code. So at first we compute INR by Baht. Okay, no problem. So 1 by 0.498, 1 by 0.464. Then fine. Then this rate will be applicable. So just try. 1 lakh divided by 1 by 0.464. That means 1 lakh into 0.464. So 1 lakh into 0.464. 46,400 Baht. Happy? Because the Thailand trip cost 40,000 Baht and the Indian citizen received 46,400 Baht. That means he will very happy and accept the trip to Thailand, and 6,400 Baht will excess for shopping also. So in this way we can easily solve the problem of holiday trip, the problem of currency exchange, the problem of the conversion between direct quote and indirect quote also. So thank you for your patient hearing. Goodbye.